Hey Facebook, hey YouTube, it's me, Reuben again. I just got back home from about 50-something mile round trip doing a MPG test today. We're here in my garage. I actually went out and got my GoPro style camera all together to get some content for you guys while I was going to do another voiceover, because today I was doing the MPG test using 91 octane and the Lucas fuel additive that I have over there. Still have everything else stock, just wanted to test the MPG performance. But when I came back home and I looked at my camera and the files in there, it didn't record anything, sadly. So I'm just going to do a little preface here, what it is that I did. I ran on back roads, basically. I didn't go on the highway this time. I pretty much rode the bike how I would ride it with my new commute that I'll be having with my new job. So it was on back roads, similar to the riding conditions that I had with my very first GoPro camera video, which was my Q&A video. So pretty much the same type of terrain, a little bit of in-city, a little bit of neighborhood, but this time I was not pushing wide open throttle. I wasn't trying to get top speed. I was just riding normally how I would ride if I was going to be commuting back and forth. So I also tried to adhere to the suggestions that you guys had within the comments. I try to keep it under 70 as much as possible. That's 70 indicated, that is. There was a certain sections where I went a little bit above it to pass a couple folks, but generally speaking, kept the bike around 7,000 RPM and doing anywhere between, let's say, 60 to 68, 69. Try to keep it under 70 as much as possible. I have a screenshot of the GPS app that I have that'll show my top speed. But not only was I wanted to, use that as a metric as far as keeping my speed under 70 to test the MPG. Also, there were comments on my other video that was saying that the odometer was off. Obviously, we all know that the speedometer is off. There's no debate there. That's general consensus. But there's also a belief that because the speedometer is off, that the odometer is also affected. I kind of did a video before already, kind of addressing this issue, but I went ahead and did it again. So before I left to ride off for my little test, I took a picture of the odometer that I have on the bike. I also did a screenshot of the GPS app that I used. I reset both of them. Okay, well, as far as the trip-ometer. Okay, I did my ride. At the end of it, took a screenshot again of the GPS app, and I also did a picture of my odometer and also the trip-ometer. And yeah, the results, well, you'll see. All right, so with those results, it's pretty conclusive. Pretty much the tripometer and the odometer basically spot on. Okay, I don't know how, I don't know why. My general thesis is the bike knows how fast it's going. The bike knows how far it's going. It just chooses and decides to display the wrong speed. Don't know why. That's just what it does. But yeah, maybe we can even say that my GPS app could be off a little bit. We'll just even throw that in there. But with the results that I got, both tripometers were spot on, 54.1, and both the odometer were also spot on. So we're going to move on to MPG, and we'll see that in the next clip. All right, y'all, I'm finally back home. You guys have seen how I was riding the bike. I was basically riding it generally how I would ride it, going on my new commute, which was doing back roads, a little bit of city, a little bit of neighborhoods, being relatively light on the throttle, not gassing it too much. There was just a couple circumstances where, you know, I did so to pass a couple folks, but generally I stayed around 7,000 RPM and around 60 miles per hour GPS, maybe a little bit higher. You guys have also saw the screenshots of my max speed, which I think was about 66 miles per hour. So basically was not doing wide open throttle at all, just general around 70. Tried to stay below 70 as much as I could, indicated that is, because there was a lot of comments on the Facebook group that said if you want to stay under 70, you'll probably get the best results. And today I pretty much got the same results that I got when I first received the bike, and that is today, which is not the best MPG, but pretty much consistent. I've got 55 MPG today. So 55 MPG is a lot better than 41. All right. However, yeah, today, as I said before, 91 octane, a little bit of fuel additive, nothing else. So the next thing that I'm going to try is we're going to change out the spark plug to an NGK spark plug, the one that I showed you guys in the MPG improvements plan video, and then I'll do another test after that, and we'll see if I can get better than 55 MPG. All right, take care, y'all. Hey y'all, it's a bonus clip. I just saw this at my doorstep. I got my goodie box from CSC. I have my new DID Japanese chain. Alright, got some more oil filters, but most importantly, I got the 45 tooth rear sprocket. So I'm going to do these things in increments. I'm going to do the spark plug first, and after I change the spark plug, I'm going to do a little test. Then I'm going to put on the back sprocket, do another test, and then lastly, once my 13 tooth front sprocket shows up, I'm going to put that on, and then we'll do one final test after all of that. And probably by the time that my front sprocket shows up, I'm probably going to replace the original chain, because I might be around 2,000 to 3,000 miles by that time, and I'm probably going to have to replace it anyway. But yeah, so more updates to come. I'm going to continue to test the performance, see how each of these little upgrades affects the overall MPG performance and how the bike runs. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Peace out, y'all.